Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome. This is a bonus reading for you. I'm normally not on camera, but I will be going back on my main all 12 signs channel to be on camera in this way, shape, or form. So right now I'm kind of using this as a bonus reading slash trying to figure out how I would like the angles and the lighting and stuff like that. So Leo, thank you for helping me with figuring it out. Unwillingly, I'm just deciding to choose you as the channel that gets a bonus. So, your number is 777 with I am in the flow. All right, Leo, some of you born on the 7th, some of you life path number 7, some of you already started seeing 7s. Doesn't have to be, it's just the energy. This card says your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose. A state of peace and calmness in your soul. All right, so the only issue here is that you will not be able to see the cards because that would require me to have multiple cameras, and this is happening on my phone, and then the other one that I record with is a Mevo camera. I don't think they connect to each other, but this is the weekend of testing things out. So right now, this is a bonus test situation. There you go. You have a flying card, flipping card. With Sun and Gemini, card number 3, with communications, hone your negotiation and relationship skills. All right, so there is some type of emphasis on communication, using your words. Messages coming in for you. So you have 777 with the Sun and Gemini coming out so far. And the fact that this is coming through here for you, there could be some type of conversation that puts you and another person like back into the flow if you felt like things were off between the two of you. Others of you, there just could be some movement. You know, there's symbolism of going on a plane, traveling in that card. So there definitely could be something that puts you back into the flow. A lot of the times when people go on vacation to certain places that they have felt called to go to, you know, I have a friend that she felt called to go to Iceland, and she went to Iceland. She's been having like really chronic stress issues, and she went into like that bath in Iceland. I don't know exact name of it. And when she came back to the US, she was fine. Like her levels were balanced, everything was better, and she was only in Iceland for like a week. And she's been having this chronic issue for years. So some of you have this feeling or this urge to go somewhere, and it could very much bring you a sense of healing that you really have been having trouble with finding. Okay, let's see where your tea leaves are. First one is the teapot. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. You have the ant, work, achievement, and success. As well as the crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. All right, so I definitely feel like you could be hearing from platonic people around this time. With teapot here, Gemini does rule that sense of communication that kind of just feels like it's flowing, where you could just like read the other person's mind, where you say something that they're about to say. You know, when you have those moments where like you finish each other's sentences, could very much be that you find yourself in a bond like that, or connect to somebody new that you just feel like they are in the flow of connecting to you and your life. I love the ant card. When the ant card comes out, it reminds me of how ants are so tiny, but they have this extreme amount of strength. Where you ever see an ant and they're walking and they're like holding a Dorito, and you're like, how is that ant holding this Dorito? That's you. You are going to come across to other people as stronger, more capable, more in alignment with carrying what you're doing with ease. It's almost like you may be making something look easy when in all actuality, it took a lot of hard work. It took a lot of hard work to get there. And you have the crib with birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So you could hear some news. You know, you do have the sun in Gemini, which brings communication. So you may hear some news about something that revolves around this crib energy. It doesn't have to be, it's just the energy. But there's definitely news coming your way. And it looks like you're working on something or you're doing something and you're just like making it look easy. But I feel like if someone were to say that to you, you would probably look at them and be like, this was a lot harder than you can imagine. It might look easy now. You know, there's this quote and it says something along the lines of, I don't fear the man who's tried everything. I fear the man who has practiced one thing thousands of times. Perfecting, right? So for example, say you're a boxer and you just have this one move that you have practiced 1,000,000 times and you know when to whip out that one move. It's like there is just something that you're doing that just makes things seem easy or makes it seem like it is easy to other people or that you have it easy or there's something along those lines like that. But in all retrospect, you've probably practiced it 1,000,000 times. And now it looks easy because of that energy. So I'm not sure why I'm getting that, but let's see what your tarot theme card is. You have dedicated effort. Exactly. You have practiced something 1,000 times. So of course it's going to be perceived as like, wow, Leo, this came very easy to you once you start pulling it out. And little do they know how much effort you put into this. So I feel like for a lot of you Leos, there is really something here where you're being acknowledged or these words could actually be said to you. Some of you, you are standing out so much for your effort that people want to learn from you. They want to learn, how did you get there? How did you learn this? How did you do that? And it could be anything. You know, a lot of the times, you know, you are getting the Eight of Pentacles, so that's like an earthly thing. That's like an energy of physical effort. But, you know, physical effort is all ways, shapes, and forms. So I do feel like for some of you Leos, you could have evolved your communication style. The way you talk, the way you present yourself. You may still be in the process of re-navigating and regenerating your way of expressing yourself. Somebody may say those words to you like, wow, Leo, like you just have this way of storytelling. You just have this way of speaking. You just have this something. And I feel like, especially with 777s coming through, it's something to acknowledge hearing. Because either A, you can teach other people, create wealth and stability from that teaching. There are all different ways, shapes, and forms. You could take that mastery and present yourself to somebody or job, something along those lines. Let's see. Eight of Pentacles is being clarified by the Four of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. All right, let's get one more clarification there because I want to know why the Eight of Swords is here and you have the Queen of Swords. So there is something that you put in such hard work to get towards. And now, I don't want to say that you're on the other side of it or you are done with it, but you are definitely showing more mastery of it. And I feel like for a while you may have been uncertain. Four of Cups, Eight of Swords. Am I even good at this? Have I even grown? Have I even evolved? Am I truly in the flow? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? And there is some type of evidence through communication that comes your way. You know what this type of energy gives me, like super randomly? You may hear from like an old coworker, an old boss, and they're just like, Leo, nobody worked as hard as you, or nobody, like, we're really missing you. Like, your absence is very obvious because of what is lacking now. That could be one way, shape, and form that this comes about, but this definitely looks like for your bonus reading that I'm using as a trial here. The main message here is really receiving some type of communication of how good you are at doing something that you put a whole lot of effort in practicing. And I feel like that could be what you outwardly communicate back. Queen of Swords, like, hey, all right, can we get the focus on her? There we go. Like, hey, this wasn't easy. This didn't come overnight. This didn't happen overnight. This took a lot of trial. This took a lot of error. This took a lot of work, right? That ant that finally has the strength to carry the Dorito, or I don't know, the piece of Twizzlers. I don't know why I got Twizzlers. I do not like Twizzlers. So that does not connect to anything at all. And this could be coming from somebody who's platonic, that wants to learn from you. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that is collaborative, where somebody is wanting to work with you directly, in the sense of where they want to be part of what you're doing. It's like they want to figure out how they can get these skills for themselves. So there is definitely something that you are becoming good at. I really do feel like it could be through your communication, your approach. Possibly you're a public speaker, or maybe you're a musician. There's just something that you have. There's something that you have practiced that it looks effortless to other people. But in all actuality, they don't really know how much you truly worked on this. So let's clarify this one more time on the Queen of Swords here. Could be an air sign energy around you. You know, you do have Gemini coming through. Queen of Swords would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But let's clarify this. Queen of Swords to the Five of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Interesting. So now that you have two queens coming out here, I feel like there is this energy of the yin side of your energy, right? Yang is on the right side. Well, I don't know how this uploads and whatever, but yang is on the right side. Yin is on the left side. So some of you may have been having left side pain, left side issues, anything with the left side. And I do feel like there is something with the yin energy. There's something with the feminine energy that I feel like for a lot of you, whether you are male or female, it does not matter. There is some type of rebalancing that either you're doing or somebody else is wanting from you. I'm really getting communication. It does not have to be for all of you. But it's like the yin energy is like softening to life. And I feel like for a lot of you, there is this more either lighthearted energy or softer type of energy. And it's like people are looking at you of like, how, with the state of the world or with this or with that, how are you keeping yourself so stable? How are you still doing this? There's something that your energy, your stability, your security, whatever type of vibration you're giving off right now, it seems so effortless that people don't understand it. Five of Swords, the Lovers, to the Two of Wands. You know what I feel for some of you that have a possible alignment of, you know, how I said in the beginning, that there could be you and somebody who've just been off with communication, finally getting back into the flow. This person could look at you in that way of like, how are you keeping your cool? How have you not let this stress you out? I have been stressing out about us. I have been stressing out about what's going on. How are you so level-headed? So you're either very level-headed through some type of conflict resolution energy, and or you just look like you're doing something so effortlessly that people that are perceiving you, they just can't understand it, but they're going to try to understand it because it looks like somebody wants your assistance in helping them shift that. So this is what I have here for you, Leo, for your bonus for the middle of February. But there's definitely something here with the way that you are, there's a word for it. The way you are handling things, or the way that you're approaching something. There you go. There is something about the way that you carry yourself around this time that people are just like, how are they doing that? You know, maybe you've been a single Leo, right? I'm just giving a random example. It's Valentine's Day weekend when I'm getting this out, so I'm just going to use it as an example. Say you're a single Leo, right? And you're great. You're doing fine. You're like, okay, I'm not bothered by this. I'm not bothered by that. I'm just having a great time. I'm putting effort into myself, this, that, and the other. Maybe you have a friend or a family member that is recently single, and they look at you like, how do you make it look so easy? I feel like upset, or I feel sad, or I feel like this longing or this yearning for connection. Like, how are you making it look so easy being in solitude? And some of you are just like, I've worked on this for a while. So there is something that you have worked on for a while that is truly standing out to a very specific person or certain energies, and they are just enchanted by it almost, of like, how is Leo doing that? So this is what I have here for you, Leo. In terms of zodiac signs in your spread that could be around you or in your chart, you have really strong Gemini, you have really strong air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Pay attention to the number 7s. You also have a little bit of 5s coming in, but not as many that I would give you to really focus on them. But let's see. Your ending oracle, we're going to get it from the Moonology manifestation deck, is, y'all, new moon in Capricorn. Step up and lead. Yes. Oh, I wish I can like keep this up, because I do enjoy for you guys to like really capture the imagery. I'm going to have to figure out, y'all. This is just my trial situation. Anyways, new moon in Capricorn. Oh, that's a full moon. I thought I opened it up right on this. Sorry. I keep moving my hair because I realized there's a little hole in this shirt. And I'm like, stop. Okay. What is this? New moon in Capricorn? All right. Let's all freak out together, because I feel like step up and lead is actually super interesting to the message that this whole reading was about. The good news is that you know what you want, and on some level, you know how to get it. Step up and know that you're the boss of your own life. A new, more disciplined approach has been needed, or a new plan. Strategy is called for. This card reminds you that ambition isn't a dirty word, whatever you want to create for your life. There's no such thing as too big of a goal, but break your plans into smaller, achievable pieces. Slow and steady wins the race. Release any blocks to success. This card is an especially good sign for matters related to your personal life, life goals, ambitions, or a work colleague. Think about where you want to be in a year. Consciously visualize it. Write a 12-month plan detailing how you're going to get there. Wow, you have another aligned day. I'm getting this out on Saturday. And the best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Capricorn or on Saturn's day. Saturday. Oh my gosh, your affirmation with this card is the harder I work, the more people I help, the luckier I get. So step up and lead, Leo, because you have gone very, very close to mastering something, to being good at something, and no matter what, you are still in the position of leading other people towards this energy. And I feel like for a lot of you, with the way this reading came out, with somebody perceiving you as just doing something that seems effortless, it is now your time to, teach other people what you have learned and step up and lead the energy, lead the conversation, lead the group, lead the community, lead in whatever way, shape, or form. So this is what I have here for you, Leos. Thank you for being here and for watching. I'm so sorry if you are one of the people that like seeing the cards. I like both. I like seeing the cards. I like seeing the person. It just depends like how I'm feeling around those times or how I'm watching the video. I usually do watch my own readings while I walk on like the treadmill or outside or something like that. So I don't ever actually literally look at them. But yeah, don't worry. It's not going to be like this all of the time, but my main channel will definitely get FaceTime readings majority of the time, unless they're love readings. I do not like doing love readings on camera. I like doing them on the table. I don't know why. It's just my way that I enjoy. Anyways, so do not forget 2026 fortune scratch-offs are going in every order made off of my Etsy shop, as well as the Golden 100. If you would like to snag yourself one of these, they will be in every order made off of my Etsy shop from now to March 15th. I hope. I could be slightly close to changing that date to a little bit earlier because I did get a lot of orders in. So I just have to count to make sure that I have enough of those till March 15th. Possibly yes, possibly no. But when I do run out of 2026 fortune scratch-offs, all of my listings will be taking off from the Etsy shop, and then I'll be putting them back up with the new free gifts that I come up with, as well as private readings are sold out. Next release is in March. So if you do want to be added to the wait list, just email me and I will add you to the wait list. Thank you, Leos. I love y'all so, so very much. And I'll see and talk to all of you very, very soon. Have a good one. Bye now.